We have just entered a C2 Dasher. This is an old model. You most likely have the new model, which looks a lot nicer, but if you buy one of these on auction, or you find one of these that you repossess and you can actually get a hold of, you may end up in an old C2 Dasher. The C2 Dasher A has a nicer map up here, but let's get moving. First thing we need to do is turn the power on by pressing P. You'll notice that all the lights on the vehicle start to flash and test and so on. Since it's almost nighttime here, I'm going to turn on the driving lights and the inside of the car lights by pressing L. If I turned on the overhead, you'll notice that you can see the reflections and things like that, but I don't like driving with the overhead on. That is your multifunction display over there. That is the standard map. And that is the navigation device. And I do not have a radio in this car. That is an option you can buy later. So let's start by creating a waypoint. If you click down here on the unused slot for temporary waypoints, you click on it again, you can enter the coordinates for the map, the coordinates for the bank, which come off of the map, which you can find on http://rise.unistellar.com/Deois, and we are going to Fleet Bank to open up your bank account. I already have those in memory. If you take a look, they are south 144 point. I'm sorry, I messed that up. They are south 4.199, west 26.117. If you enter those, you'll see that the bank is just over 2 kilometers away. Let's activate that waypoint. And since I want to keep that waypoint, I need to rename the waypoint. Once again, I click on the waypoint. And I'm going to type Fleet Bank, F-L-E-E-T space B-A-N-K. And now I have a waypoint that's called Fleet Bank in my waypoints. Yes, I have a lot of waypoints because I've been playing for a while. Fleet Bank, activate. And let's turn the lights back on. The keyboard controls are the divided by sign on the number pad and the star on the number pad for the gear shifter, and the 4 arrow keys for left, right, forward, and coast. The space bar is the brake on everything. I use a joystick. I would recommend getting a joystick with a throttle and as many buttons as you can afford. You will find that once you start programming the buttons, you will find things that you want to program, and you'll just keep adding more buttons programmed to your joystick. So let's put the car into gear by pressing star, or if you have a joystick, it's the 4th button. And I'm putting it straight into 3rd gear. You can go 1st, 2nd, 3rd, but realistically you can just put into 3rd gear, and then you open the throttle a little, and you'll notice that you're moving. You need to turn right in this case, because if you look down in the bottom right at the navigation device, the arrow is pointing to my right, so I need to keep turning to the right to bring the bank the general direction I want to go. You can literally drive anywhere in Rise that doesn't have a building, but watch out for the roads and curbs, because curbs will kill you at high speeds. And unfortunately, while I was talking, I was not driving, so I need to find my way back to a road. because staying on the roads is generally considered good form. As with most cities, you can't go exactly where you want. You want to follow the roads. So let's get moving along. You can just, with the throttle, of course, you can bury the throttle and you can get going. In fact, that's very tempting, but you don't really want to do that with the curbs. Once you get out into the unexplored areas, yeah, I'll admit it, I get the car going then. But then again, I don't really drive my car much, because once you make enough money to be able to afford a plane, you tend to stay in the plane. I'm driving along here, and there are several buildings around here, but we really want to get the bank account open first before we do anything too serious, because if you die with cash in your hand, the cash goes back to the city. Nobody likes to lose their cash. If I'm not mistaken, as I turn this next left, we should see the corner of the Fleet Bank. There it is. Now, I've already opened an account, but I'm going to show you where to click to open the account. Now let's just drive along here, put the brake on, and put the car in park. A new player, that's you, would click on Open Account, and it would tell me that, congratulations, we've deposited so many credits in your bank account. That is where you store your money so that you don't die, and that is the end of this video.